Welcome to Math with the Real Floater. Today's topic, multiplication of indices. Let's get into it. The number 3 is the same thing as 3 raised to the power of 1. Likewise, the letter x is the same thing as x raised to the power 1. Let's remember that. Okay, when we multiply a number by itself several times, it's the same thing as saying 2 raised to the power 1 times 2 raised to the power 1. You get the drift. And you would just add the powers and then you get the answer. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is the same thing as 2 raised to the power 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Okay? And we get 2 raised to the power 2, which is the same thing as 16. Always remember that. Once we multiply numbers and it's the same number. Okay, let's look at this. 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. We're multiplying the same number over and over. All we do is just add the powers. And in this case, the power is 1. So we just add all those powers and we will get 3 raised to the power 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, which is the same thing as 3 raised to the power 4. Okay, let's try something else. 2 raised to the power 2 times 2 raised to the power 3 is the same thing as 2 raised to the power 2 plus 3. Once we're multiplying these numbers, we just add the powers. Let's look at a next one. 3 raised to the power 4 is the same thing as what? 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. It's just 3 multiplied by itself 4 times. Okay? Definitely nothing hard to it. Or we get back to 3 raised to the power 4, we just add the powers, and each of these power is just number 1. So it's 3 raised to the power of 4. Okay, x times x is the same thing as, remember, we're multiplying x by itself, and the power is 1, and the power is 1. We just say x times x is the same thing as x raised to the power 1 plus 1. Simple, nothing hard. So x raised to the power 3 times x raised to the power 4. When we're multiplying indices, we just add the powers once we're multiplying the same letter or the same number. This is equal to x raised to the power 7. Okay. xy is the same thing as x times y. Remember that. xy is the same thing as x times y. So here we have x squared y times x to the fourth times y squared. What we're going to do right now is to pair the x's and to pair the y's. So we just say x squared times x to the fourth times y squared. Nothing has changed from up top. We're just bringing the x's closer and the y is closer. So this is equal to x raised to the power of 2 plus 4 times y raised to the power of 1 plus 2. Remember, once we're multiplying numbers or letters that's the same, we just add the powers. That's the laws of indices. So it's x raised to the power 6 times x times y raised to the power 3, which is the same thing as x to the 6 y cubed. Okay, let's do another one for the road. Quite easy again. So it's x squared y squared times x y raised to the power 3. So let's bring the x's closer and the y's together as well. So we have x squared times x times y squared times y cubed. So we have x raised to the power 2 plus 1 times y raised to the power 2 plus 3. Remember, we add the powers once the letters are the same and the numbers are the same that we're multiplying. So in the end, we have x raised to the power 3 and y raised to the power 5. So we have x cubed, y to the 5th. Not hard. If you didn't get it the first time, go back and watch the video. Thank you.